Race It Go Bassmaster Elite Series. Bluegrass Brawl.
Oh, brother, it will be a brawl today.
That's that right.
We got bad weather coming in. We got a couple of tough guys at the top. We got Mark Zona in here, Tommy Sanders, and we're ready. It's hard to believe, though, our elite season, 11 events, we're more than halfway through. This is event number 7.
Tommy, it seems like we just started. I remember all the way back to Lake Amistad, Ish Monroe coming out firing over 100 pounds of bass. Right after that, Rayburn Country, Greg Hackney fires a blast. Then, the record-breaking catch, Preston Clark, Santee Cooper, almost 116 pounds.
Move over to Lake Guntersville in Alabama. Mike Iaconelli's been lurking all year. He breaks through with a big win. Davey Height, we hadn't seen him all season. Then all of a sudden at Clark's Hill, he busts in with a $100,000 victory. And the horse whipping, he laps the field. Mike McClellan on Cran Lake. So we've had a season so far. I don't have any doubt that this one's going to be a great one here today. Let's take a look at the playing field. Kentucky Lake, the last dam in the chain on the Tennessee River. Our playing field also includes Lake Barkley and Kevin versus Kevin, our matchup today.
Trust me, Kevin VanDam lives for these days, and he's going to kind of get in the Worth's head right now.
It's the Kevin Showdown, baby.
Talk some smack. Come on, talk some
No,
smack.
I ain't talking no smack,
Talk
baby.
some smack, baby. I want to hear something.
No smack, baby, no smack. But you know, yeah, you've made enough money and win enough in the last several years.
I ain't never won one of these, dude. I want that.
Oh, you don't. Dude.
Kevin v. Kevin Worth versus
I love
VanDam.
it.
You like this,
You
don't
know I do.
I know
Kevin
you do.
VanDam lives to get in your head on the final day of the event. But I'm going to have everybody at home know something right now. Kevin Worth talked plenty of trash days 1 through 3. The cameras weren't rolling, though.
That's right. And Kevin Worth, now you talk about a competitive guy, former Kentucky Derby jockey, former junior roller skating champion.
The guy has got a fire in his loins.
Absolutely. Hey, you know who knows this place better than anybody? Every nook and cranny, Jerry McInnes, and he has found the perfect spot to show to us right now. Jerry, go.
Tommy, I am on top of the bridge that crosses the canal that connects Kentucky and Barkley Lake. And if that canal connected them and made one lake out of it, it would be the largest man-made impoundment on Earth. The largest in the world, guys. And 3 of our anglers out of the top 12 are coming to Barkley. One of them just is going on the bridge right now as we speak. Tommy Biffle, Lee Bailey, and Jimmy Mize. All 3 are coming to Barkley. And I believe that was Tommy Biffle that scooted under the bridge right there, and he's going to go past Eddy Creek and past Furnace Creek and down into the Little River area. He's got quite a little run to go. All of the rest of our anglers have gone down Kentucky Lake. We got one more angler coming right there. All the other ones have not made the cross here. They're going down lake, and they're obviously staying there in Kentucky Lake. Our leader, Kevin Worth and Shimizu, I believe they're probably 8 or 10 miles from here down in the Moores Marina area. Kevin VanDam, boy, he better have him a license for Kentucky and Tennessee on him, because I know he's going all the way to Paris, Tennessee. That is a long way, and I'm guaranteeing you that it's going to be a rough trip. He's probably got an hour ride in some pretty rough water. So, guys, we've been on a lot of interesting lakes, but Kentucky combination Barkley could be one of the most interesting.
Jerry, you have fished this lake for decades. Why does it seem Kentucky Lake gets all the love this time of year?
Well, you know what? We're going to be talking from time to time. Well, we're going to be talking all day about ledge fishing. And a ledge is just a structure that's way off the bank, way out in the middle of the lake. And I think there's better ledges on Kentucky than there is Barkley. Plus, we got 12 guys, and probably the majority of them have more experience and more confidence on Kentucky Lake. Hey, this lake, Barkley, which is right in front of me right here, can produce a winner just like Kentucky can.
All right, Jerry, stick with us here. We're going to talk about those guys at the top. We got 12 guys on this last day. At the top, we got a Kevin Worth, a Kevin VanDam, a Morizo Shimizu. What should we look for today, Zona?
Yeah, you know what? Kevin Worth is the obvious pick. He's been the favorite all week, but I'm going to tell you, we've always said this. When Kevin VanDam smells a victory, the guy's like a velociraptor, man. He sneaks up, he kind of prays, and bang, he takes the win.
All right, Jerry, what do you think about that?
Guys, I got a hunch bet going on here today. Tommy, who was the let me ask you a question. Who was the last guy to win a tournament on these waters when B.A.S.S was here? Who's the last angler?
Norio Tanabe, 1993.
Yeah,
First
where
international
was
angler
he
ever to
from?
win on.
Where was he from?
Japan, as I remember.
Okay,
awesome.
so guys, I'm going with Shimizu, who is from Japan.
All right, Morizo
Nice.
Shimizu is a story into himself, and how about this story
boy.
today? Skeet Reese, it's baby time. Back home in California, wife Kim expecting any day now, and Skeet is feeling the pressure.
It's Father's Day. My wife's due. And I don't want to miss my girl being born. Oh man, why I'm so emotional, I don't know, but I'm scared to death of missing my girl being born. If my wife goes into labor while I'm here today, I'm gonna have a hard time living with that. But I talked to her about it, and she told me to go ahead and fish, and that she'll cancel an induction for tomorrow. And just want to tell her thank you. Yes, I'm a little bit emotional this morning, as you can tell.
Wow.
How about that for a Father's Day
You
tale?
know what? We love Skeet. I hang around him a lot. You know, I know how he feels, man. I missed half of my wedding, and that's exactly how I looked.
All right, he's got plenty to occupy his mind today. If he needs distraction, he's got him out there on Kentucky.
Look at the weather.
that. Wow, man. First cast of the day for Skeet Reese, and hopefully he can sort of put everything out of his mind and fish hard today.
Well, one of the biggest problems out there right now is boat control. When the wind's blowing like that, the most critical thing you can do is control that boat. Yeah. Woo!
First cast, baby. First cast, 3-pounder. Gimme, that's one for you, sweetie. I want 4 more for you like that.
Skeet Reese has kicked it into gear early today. Still, though, we got the battle of the Kevins. Kevin VanDam, Bass Fishing's golden boy, and the man who's been working for that win for a long time, Kevin Worth.
Yes.
Which one of these will prevail, or will someone come from the back of the pack to shake things up? It's all ahead of us here on Kentucky Lake.
The Citgo Bassmaster Elite Series Bluegrass Brawl is brought to you by Citgo, Lowrance, Motor Guide, and Triton Boats.
Citgo Bassmaster Tournament Trail, the 7th stop of the year for the Elite Series, the Bluegrass Brawl, coming to you from Kentucky Lake. And on this championship day, well, we're set up for a brawl between the two Kevins, Kevin Worth and Kevin VanDam. But Skeet Reese has made a good catch early, and he's put himself in between those two. We're doing a heck of a lot of ledge fishing here. We're going to take a good look at that today as we head out to Kevin Worth. That's what he's doing.
Exactly. Kevin's fishing about a mile south of the Moors area, real popular area. But the biggest thing, Tommy, he is in the middle of the lake. A lot of guys think when you go out and practice, you're just out there fishing. These guys are idling around, finding all these humps and ridges, and then marking them. Then they'll start fishing. But the majority of the time, they're just idling around. One of the hardest things on ledge fishing is wind. Holding on a spot, holding on an area, and maintaining control of the boat.
All right, and a thing to keep in mind today, we've got some heavy weather headed toward Kentucky Lake, at least 2 frontal systems. We are going to get hammered at mid-morning and possibly again before the wave.
Kevin knows if he wins this thing, all of his wildest dreams can come true.
Kevin Worth, Crestwood, Kentucky, former jockey in the Kentucky Derby, rode in it back in 1981.
Don't think you'll quite cut the mustard. Yeah! It's 1 in the box.
One for Kevin Worth, now to the other Kevin. Kevin VanDam going considerably farther, about an hour plus upriver. Kevin VanDam on the Tennessee River, but he likes the place where he's headed.
There is a lot of good ledges all over the lake. This particular area, though, has a lot of creeks and a lot of good spawning area, and you know, there's just a ton of good habitat in this area right here. I mean, there's a lot of ledges all over, but there's 3 or 4 times as much right here as any place else. And there's just a lot of points and cuts, and it's a tremendous area for crappies, so there's lots of brush on a lot of these points and drops and things, so it just gives you an awful lot to fish. And it's just always been a good area, and it's because of the habitat. It's just got a ton of it out here. Good summer habitat.
Assess for me Kevin VanDam's true skill level at fishing this deep underwater structure.
Well, the guy's got skills pretty much fishing anyway. Crankbait skills, jigs. But the biggest thing is this time of year, Kevin likes getting offshore, fishing for schools of bass, just not your little rogue fish out there that live alone. What he does is he gets one to bite, which ignites an entire school. That's when he loads the boat.
All right, that's what Kevin's going to have to do pretty much today, starting out behind Kevin Worth. Let's move back up the lake. We're going to take a look now at Morizo Shimizu. Morizo Shimizu, the Japanese angler, fished day 1 over at Lake Barkley, the shallow water impoundment across the canal there. Didn't do so well. Did enough to just stay with it. Got in there in the second day and didn't do well at all. Moved to Kentucky Lake and finished out a 19-pound limit.
Exactly, Tom. And one of the biggest things about Morizo, he is a master at deep water fishing. If you remember last year down at Lake Gunnersville, cranking the old outside grass lines, catching giant fish, he's doing the same thing here, but without the grass. When the fish get deep, that's when he excels.
Big mama! Yeah! Yes!
Shimizu on this day fishing not too far from Kevin Worth at that Moores Resort, which was almost demolished about a year ago by a tornado.
Talking about weather, it has been hotter than a man spot here the entire week. The sun's been shining 90 degrees. This final day, the wind has kicked up, the clouds have rolled in, and the fish have turned on.
Yeah! Yes! Yeah! Hey! Number 1! I told you! 7 o'clock. Relax, relax. Focus. Concentrate. Yeah! Yes! 2.5? Yeah! Woo! Almost 3 pounder. Never give up. Never give up. Ah!
Morizo Shimizu, we've seen that look before. Look out for these guys if he gets something rolling. We got a lot of fishing left on this final day, championship day. When we come back, more of Kevin Worth, and how about John Cruz? This young man has been on fire this year. We'll see if he can catch fire today.
Heard your daddy. Whoa.
Sitco Bassmaster Tournament Trail. This is the Elite Series. Stop number 7, the Bluegrass Brawl. We're right here in the Bluegrass state of Kentucky. And how about the Kentuckian who's holding down the lead, the former Kentucky Derby jockey, Kevin Worth, on this final day. And so far, he's been able to hold off some of the comers like Morizo Shimizu and Skeet Reese moving up the leaderboard. And think about this, all day long, he's got to hold off Kevin VanDam, so he has his work cut out for him on this championship day. A lot of anglers we haven't seen yet, some good ones in this field of 12 who are left in the fishing. How about John Cruz, the angler from Virginia? John Cruz, who's made all the cuts for money so far this year, most of the cuts to the final day too.
Probably the brightest star shining right now on the circuit. He has put in more time practicing than any other man.
It's typical that all the good spots have to be way out in the wind. I kind of knew that when I found these places in practice. I said, oh, if the wind blows, it won't be good. It's like trying to fish and ride a bucking bronco at the same time. It's about the equivalent of it. I think I got a bite. What I'm hoping is that the wind will blow like this for a while, and then later in the day, maybe it'll lay down just enough to where you can fish out there. I don't think it's going to get slick by any means, but I think it may. Maybe it'll lay down, I don't know. Watch out. do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it, don't do it. Get in here. Yeah! Heard your daddy, whoa! Whew. That's the way to start right there. Bam! He was right up on the rocky part, right where you're supposed to be. I jumped one up about that size on the second day, so I was really happy to get that one in the boat.
How about that John Cruz? He makes every cut. He catches them shallow out in Texas, and he gets out here on these ledges and does it good.
I'm going to tell you, John's known as a shallow water guy, and I was kind of worried when we got to these lakes where they were going to go deeper. He's done great in the deep water.
Yeah, the ledge fishing. One of the big skills you need out there is finding the ledges. Yesterday, Jerry McInnes got out in the boat and showed us how to do just that.
Well, I tell you what, back in March and April and May, if you're fishing Kentucky Lake or Barkley, you better be back in those creeks and those pockets. You better be in some pretty shallow water, but come June and July, those fish move out of those areas and they come out offshore on the ledges. I'll bet all 12 of our anglers that they are at one time or another fishing on a ledge, and that's where we're at right now. But wait a minute, I don't see a ledge anywhere. Where's the ledge? Well, the ledge is under the water, and the ledge is the old creek channel or the old river channel. And I've taken my map here. I got a map of Kentucky Lake, and I find a ledge. You know, I find a general area. I can take the map here and look at the contour lines. Then I'm going to take my depth finder, and we're going to find the ledge that I was looking at on the map here. I'm going across the shallow water. I'm in 10 feet, I'm in 12 feet, bouncing around 13 feet. Boy, I'm watching for it to drop off. I've got a buoy really close by, and when it goes from 12, 14 feet, and I see that it's good, and I do, I'm pitching that baby. There it went. It's gonna drop down, it's all the way to 20. It'll probably go a little deeper than that. This area right here is the honey spot. Boy, that's the honey hole right there, the sweet area. There ought to be some fish right on that drop off before it drops into the 25 feet depth. The trick right now is I've got it marked, to get up on my trolling motor and go up and down that ledge. I'd actually mark it a time or two more, and I want to find the really good spot over in the 12, 14 feet of water, which most likely will be right there at the drop-off. So, boy, that is a ledge right there. That's what they're talking about when they're ledge fishing.
Okay, Z, Jerry's got us on the ledges. Now you show us what to fish with.
I'm going to show you. This is right here, the arsenal of fireworks.
Yeah.
Crankbait and a jig. Now, let's check out the party going on. The Sitco Bass Eye View. I'm going to tell you something. The key to structure fishing, maintaining bottom contact. Crankbait, digging in the bottom. Heavy jigs, getting in the bottom. If you're sitting at home right now, close your eyes, move your hands around. You might feel like a sofa, or you got like a cup of coffee. That's what these baits are doing. You want to vision what the bottom looks like. Rocks, wood. When you do that, you can then get your bites.
All right, without question, the best at it so far this week of all the field is Kevin Worth. Let's get back out on the lake, and Kevin.
As many fish that are on these places like that I've fished, it's amazing that you can come in here and can't get a bite, you know?
Kevin Worth starting to get a little bit nervous here. 9 a.m., only one keeper in the boat. He's out there as exposed as anyone in this final day competition, and all these guys know there's some heavy weather about to be here.
Kevin Worth has tons of spots on this lake. He knows where to go when this wind starts blowing. I guarantee you this man will not run out of spots throughout this day.
Could be another keeper right here for Worth.
Could that be number 2? Yes! Number 2! Now that makes me feel even better.
Timely fish right there for Kevin. We're starting to despair just a little bit. A good fish like that can turn things around.
This is the guy right here. Morizo Shimizu right now is the crouching dragon chasing Kevin Worth. Trust me. I'm going to tell you right here, this was supposed to be the Kevin against Kevin show. Somebody's crashing the party, Sanders.
Morizo Shimizu came here, started fishing with the Bassmasters just under 4 years ago and had some tremendous success last year, and really has a dream of winning one of these things.
Yeah! Yes! Hey! Yeah! Woo!
Very good. Oh. Yeah. Sha. Sha. Thank you. Woo. 2 more. Never give up. Woo.
Never give up. A little Ike and Ellie philosophy there from the Eastern philosopher Morizo Shimizu and Kevin Wirth. What kind of philosophy is he going to take for the rest of this tournament? Hasn't won since 1994. Can he hang on?
Yeah, baby!
The Citgo Bassmaster Elite Series Bluegrass Brawl action continues on Kentucky Lake. The Purelator Big Bass. That's a big deal out here. There's one of them every day. You want to be the big bass of the tournament. And so far, that right there, Brent Chapman of Kansas, 6 pounds and 9 ounces. But there's more fishing to come in this tournament. Kevin Wirth knows that better than anyone else. Right now, well, he started the day 5 pounds ahead of Morizo Shimizu. Shimizu has cut that deficit in half. Morizo Shimizu definitely on a roll on this final day. And the man in third place, Kevin VanDam.
VanDam is around a lot of big fish. Every single day of this tournament, he has lost a bass between 5 and 7 pounds. He's way offshore. And I'm going to tell you something. When those big ones decide to turn on, lights out.
Just getting into the money zone. I don't know why, but they seem to bite better up here in the afternoons the last couple days.
That's the biggest thing, igniting one bite. What that does, Tommy, is when you get one bite, it turns the entire school on. That's when you can load the boat real quick.
Kevin VanDam has had a memorable week already. Made the cut on the second day. The top 50 anglers get to fish on for the third and fourth days. And with making that cut, Kevin VanDam earns the $10,000 and easily surpasses the $2 million mark for anglers with the Bassmaster Tour. It's tough being Kevin.
Yeah,
how about Jeff Kriet? Jeff Kriet having a great year as well, the angler from Ardmore, Oklahoma. Jeff Kriet, another one of these guys you don't want to count out of any tournament. Made himself a force this year. He started the day in 6th place with 42 pounds and 2 ounces. There's one.
Come at it. He's on. I got him at it. Is it a bass or fighting weird? Shoot. Yeah, look at baby. Yeah! Look at there. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah! Kevin Wirth! I'm on your butt, boy. Yeah! We'll put him on the side by himself.
12 guys gunning for you on the final day. That is not far from Kevin Wirth's mind. I can guarantee you that. No, Kevin Wirth, a great angler.
You know what? He is. He's a great angler, but it's hard to say this. Kevin Wirth is not a closer, Tommy. He's not a Davey Height. He's not a Kevin VanDam. He doesn't have all the big wins. He's more like Kelly Leak from the Bad News Bears, man. He gets on the field, he gets the job done. He might not win at the end of the day, but he'll be there.
Some notable second place finishes for Kevin Wirth, including last year, the Elite Series on Smith Lake in Alabama, second on Lake Oneida, the next stop for the Elite Series, and also he finished second at Lake Wheeler, both times to an angler named Art Ferguson. Maybe Art Ferguson's got his number.
But this right here is Kevin Wirth's best shot to win one.
Yeah! Yeah, baby! Mwah.
That one puts Kevin Wirth back on top, solid in a big way. Now can Shimizu answer?
Come on. Yes, Big Mama. Come on. Very difficult today.
Morizo Shimizu calling for Big Mama. Of course, Big Mama, Big Papi caught them all at Guntersville last year. He loves these Tennessee River lakes. Reminds him of Lake Biwa, the same sort of setup, some deep ledges.
Tommy, he just said very difficult day. He's thrashing the rest of the guys right now. This guy is making sweet music.
Yeah! 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 Woo! Sweet pounder! Yeah! Yeah! One more! Yeah, one more.
Oh, we got to go back and forth here. This is the Bluegrass Brawl. Kevin Worth with a punch. Morizo Shimizu comes right back with one. And now the weather's going to throw a punch at us. Oh, Kevin VanDam within 5 pounds of these two guys. Everything set up perfect. We got a lot of adventure on the way. Sitco Bassmaster Elite Series, 11 events in this all-new season. We're all ready to event number 7 on Kentucky Lake in the state of Kentucky for the Bluegrass Brawl, and this one's everything it was billed to be. It is a brawl. Kevin Worth, the Kentuckian, starting the final day with the lead, but under assault from the likes of Morizo Shimizu, Kevin VanDam, Skeet, Reese, and some more, including John Cruz. Some crucial races going on all season long, though, including Toyota Horizon Award for the most improved angler. Denny Brower had the lead coming in, but he's been overtaken by Steve Daniel.
Want to talk about an assault Toyota Rookie of the Year race? Well, it's the Steve Kennedy Show. Bill Lowen just has a breath of life. Sitco Angler of the Year race. Mike Iaconelli still has the lead. 30 points behind him. Talk to me, Sanders.
All right, he can't shake Dean Rojas, though. Dean on his tail all year long. And this man, John Cruz of Virginia, made the cut in all 7 of the events so far this year. And he's having a great day today on Kentucky Lake.
Sometimes you make good decisions, sometimes you make bad decisions. Sticking around this area seems like it's been a very good decision.
You know what? We talk about the Horizon Award. To me, that guy's the one. Last year, didn't really know John Cruz. Right now, he's the biggest face in fishing.
There he is. Oh, yeah. Oh, man, this sucker is the one I need right here. Watch back, I'm gonna come back there. Oh, no. Oh. Bam! That's what I'm talking about right there. That's what I'm talking about. Right there. Bam! That's right. A little shaking. Whew. Gives me the woolies.
All right, you ever had the woolies before? Kevin Worth, now back out to this guy. 3 pounds and a half ahead of Morizo Shimizu at this point, but things are swapping around.
Definitely. You know, I can't help thinking right now about Phil Mickelson in the U.S. Open last week. And I'm not trying to jinx Worth right now, but it's crossing my mind.
How about that worm, though? That thing's a snake. That's no finesse bait right there.
The biggest thing you want to do in these ledges, it's not real clear water. You want to have a bait that will move water, or lure those fish can track down. Yeah, baby! Number 4!
I'm gonna give you an Iaconelli. I'm gonna break dance for you. Watch. Biggest break dance you gonna get out of me.
Oh, no.
First time today, I was expecting a real break dance.
I do not want to see Kevin Worth breakdance ever. I don't want to see this guy breakdance.
This guy
Show
can
the
break
box of him dancing.
Not a day for dancing, though, for Skeet Reese. Remind you of the story now. Back home, his wife Kim in California, expecting any day now, and part of Skeet Reese doesn't want to be out here fishing today. His wife said, go ahead and fish. Skeet Reese doing a good job so far of keeping all the extracurricular activity out of his mind right now. Obviously, he's doing something different. The tackle is different. The spinning tackle, what else is different?
Skeet's a wish-goosh guy. You got to understand what he's doing out here. Your spinning rod, real light line, using a drop shot. The only guy in our top 12 right now throwing the drop shot.
Come on.
Yeah.
Nice. Power worm to the rescue! Almost 3. Out of 3. Yes. Come on.
Reese continues to move up the leaderboard. We knew this was coming.
It's Major Dan from Forrest Gump.
Morizo was expecting it, and it has arrived. Some serious weather.
I can see.
Big Mama! Yeah! 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 Oh yeah! I need 2 more. Oh! Thank you. Thank you.
Morizo Shimizu weathers the storm, catches his big fish of the day, and now he's just a half-pound back of Kevin Worth.
The battle for Middle Earth is right now, P-Naughty.
Big Mama! Yeah!
Big Bassmaster Elite Series, the final hours of the Bluegrass Brawl here on Kentucky Lake. What a tournament we've had. Started out as a battle of the Kevins, Worth and VanDam, but now Morizo Shimizu is on a roll. He's within half a pound of our leader, Kevin Worth. We've got a top 12 fishing out here today. Let's take a look at some of the guys we've not had a chance to look at today, including Tommy Biffle. Started the day in 4th, but a terrible day. Now he's down to 10th, 52 pounds and 8 ounces.
Tommy Biffle fishing deeper than he ever has probably in his whole life. Out in like 15 to 20 feet of water. He doesn't have that much line on his rod, Sanders.
Tommy Biffle over to Jimmy Mize, the angler from Arkansas, still looking for that breakthrough win with a Bassmaster. This guy's a solid talent out there.
Tell you another guy that showed up this week for us, Kelly Jordan. Another guy that's really known for fishing the shallow water, turned it around, went out deep. Another top 12 for Kelly.
A couple of weeks ago, Mike Worm said to us, watch out for me. I like catching him on Kentucky Lake. I know how to catch him out here.
You like him.
He's done it all week long, much to my benefit.
Our little guy, little Ebenezer, Edwin Evers, another Elite 12 cut. This man right here is out of control.
He's having a great day today. This guy's having a great day today. Lee Bailey, the transplant from Connecticut, now living in Alabama, closing in on 17 pounds on this final day, moving up to 7th place, standing at 60 pounds even right now.
Now, check one thing out. We're going to Morizo Shimizu. Check out the electricity in the air.
Terrible noise. Rod. The
Static electricity?
terrible. No up, only down. No. No. Dangerous. Come on, Big Mama. One more.
Thunder, lightning, the rod tips buzzing. This guy, I guess, assesses
This
all the
guy
dangers.
is buzzing right now, trust me.
Morizo Shimizu trying to grab the lead for the first time in this tournament.
Yeah! Hey! Yeah!
Yes! 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 Crankbait, jig, worm, junk fishing. Every day different. Every day. Fish is a moment.
I'm not going to lie, Tommy. I love seeing an underdog come back and win. I think we got something going on there.
Absolutely. Shimizu takes the lead away from Kevin Worth. Now back over to Skeet Reese. Again, his story today, his thoughts are in California with wife Kim, expecting any day now. He was conflicted over whether or not he should fish this tournament. Kim gave him the go-ahead. He's fishing well on this final day.
Let's check this out. He's got 4 bass right now in the boat that weighs 15 pounds. One more big one will put him right back at the top.
Boy, another guy, Skeet Reese, a guy that you cannot count out of the action. If he's within 5 pounds of the lead, he could get there. There we go.
That's 5. Not a giant, 2 1/4, so that's 5. If we can call him out, we'll have a pretty good day. Courtney, you're not here yet, sweetie. You're gonna be here soon. That one's for you.
All out to his daughter on the way there. Skeet Reese, some fairly emotional stuff. An emotional day for Kevin Worth. We're rocking and rolling now.
He's a rocking and a rolling, sports fans.
Absolutely. Kevin Worth started this day with just a 3-pound lead over Kevin VanDam and 5 pounds ahead of Morizo Shimizu. VanDam has faded a little bit today. He's been able to hold him off, but Morizo Shimizu has been super strong, and now Shimizu with the 2-pound lead. He's got to make a move right now or he's going to give it away to the angler from Japan.
Tommy, he looks like a wet possum I seen on the side of the road when I left Paducah last week. Somebody help Kevin Worth, bro.
Kevin Worth, not the hometown favorite, certainly the home state favorite, the former Kentucky Derby jockey, a super competitive person. He doesn't want to let this one slip away.
I think he helped a little bit. Maybe 1 ounce might make me win this thing.
Well, he's close on that estimate right there. Actually, he's tied now with Morizo Shimizu. Shimizu has a limit now. When Shimizu catches a fish, it's got to be bigger than one of his current fish. He's got to cull now. He's got to upgrade in order to gain pounds.
Every ounce counts for 100 grand. One big bite could put it away.
One more. I need huge Big Mama. Concentrate.
Here from Japan for nearly 4 years now, doesn't know the language. He's got his wife here with him, but few friends. Morizo Shimizu is living his dream. A devastating loss last year to Zell Rowland after catching the biggest single-day weight of 2005. Could this be his day?
Oh yeah, which is good. Yeah, yeah. Yes. Happy. Thank you. Good tournament. Yeah, good day. I caught every fish on TV. Perfect. Gotta take a chance with what we got, old buddy.
The laugh is infectious for Shimizu, but who's going to have the last laugh? Will it be Kevin Worth? We're about to have a weigh-in and decide it next.
Big Mama!
The Citgo Bassmaster Elite Series Bluegrass Brawl is brought to you by Citgo, Mercury, Purolator, and Toyota.
Kentucky Dam Village, good crowd on hand, ready to find out who's the last man standing at the Bluegrass Brawl. Jimmy Mize, first to the stage, has had a tough day, so he will not be able to take over the hot seat, but Mike Worm brings in a 4-day total of 55-15, the first man to take over first place. Kelly Jordan next, he faded a bit on day 3, can't take over the hot seat. Lee Bailey, the Connecticut native, now from Alabama, is able to do it. 17 pounds on this final day, a great day for Lee Bailey. Edwin Evers, he's next up. You never see him out of the top 12 much this year. This is 3 straight for him, but 12-9, can't get it done today. But John Cruz, 16 pounds, 15 ounces, he's your new leader. Next up, Jeff Kriet, the Oklahoman, who had a great first day and has hung in there all week long. 15-6, so he does not take over the lead. Skeet Reese coming up next, so much on his mind today, but his job today was fishing, and he did his job. 16-8 in the lead for Skeet Reese. Tommy Biffle, the Oklahoman, still looking for his high finish this year, but another disappointing day, 7-7. And now, Morizo Shimizu started the day in 3rd place, started 5 pounds back. He thought it had it won at Guntersville last year, had the best single day of any angler in 05. 20 pounds, 6 ounces, and he takes over the lead.
Big mama, big daddy.
Next up, Kevin VanDam. Hard to believe he's winless so far this year. 10 wins through his career, including 2 classics. And Kevin VanDam finished up 2005 with 3 straight.
18-7 for the top spot, 15 pounds, 5 ounces.
Only 15-5 for Kevin VanDam, so only one man left. Morizo Shimizu looking at his first ever Bassmasters win. And Kevin Worth, the former jockey and journeyman bass angler, who's not won a top-level event, is looking across the finish line in 1st place.
Let's see how you did. 15-5 for his first win in 11 and a half years. Kevin Worth out of Crestwood, Kentucky. 13 pounds.
Kevin Worth's not going to get it done. It's Morizo Shimizu, the winner of the Bluegrass Brawl.
Yeah, baby. Let this way, Morizo. Okay, it's okay to party. Morizo Shimizu out of Japan, fishing in the U.S. for a couple years. And for his first time on the Elite Series, first cuts, first top 12, first win. Can you describe your feeling?
Unbelievable and awesome. Dream come true.
A dream come true. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a milestone for the sport, for international anglers. Get loud for Japan's Morizo Shimizu, Sitco Bassmaster Elite Series Bluegrass Brawl Champion.
The dream comes true. Morizo Shimizu, been fishing here less than 4 years. A lot of people, Z, I think, have been pulling for him ever since he almost won it at Guntersville last year.
Definitely. I feel sorry for Kevin Worth, but after Guntersville last year, I did become a fan. Great to see him.
Well, let's think about Kevin Worth, another 2nd place, another disappointment for Kevin, but boy, he has had a fantastic 2 seasons, the past 2 seasons with the Elites this year. Take a look at the rest of the leaderboard. Kevin VanDam hanging in there for 3rd place, moving up in the Angler of the Year points. Watch this guy. I don't think he's out of it yet. Skeet Reese did a great job today. Crawled up that leaderboard despite all the distractions out there. How about Lee Bailey, 17?
Lee Bailey, the northern guy. The fish have gone deeper. Lee has gone higher.
We have a co-angler phenomenon working out there. Tom's a
machine.
He is a machine. He has won 2 events. He's won 3 boats during the course of the season here. Tom Frink from Simi Valley, California. Look at the 2006 money list. Got to note this. Kevin VanDam on day 2 of this tournament made the cut, and doing that, he broke the $2 million mark with the Bassmasters. That is pretty strong. Peter T. leading the thing this year, and all the way down to 40th place, you got guys about $50,000. Really good stuff.
Making some jack. Let's check out the Bush Shootout right now. Heaviest one-day catches of the year. Obviously, Ish Monroe at the top of that right now. 10th place, Kenyon Hill from Clarks Hill. 21 pounds, 13 ounces. Now, I will tell you something. That will get threatened when we get up north to Champlain.
It will, okay.
Guaranteed.
All right.
Now, all right. This is where we switch gears.
Yeah.
I have taunted you and hazed you all year long.
It's been tough.
Fantasy fishing, and I'm going to tell you something. Now, if you go to Bassmaster.com, we do something here every week, fantasy fishing. Pick your top 5 guys for the tournament. And Tommy, you have risen, my friend. You have risen out of the ashes. Check this out here.
Oh, my gosh. Ooh.
The Sandpiper. The Sandpiper excels.
Yes, I have.
Jerry McKinnis held the lead for all of about 5 minutes. Nice job. I will say, The best performance ever I have seen.
Back at the Sanders Bring It Clubhouse, that's what we call a sweet explosion of points right there. Okay, now that was a theme this week. Smaller guys, Shimizu, Kevin Wirth, the former jockey, guys who could stay on the ledge. Coming up next, we're heading up to New York. I'm looking for big men, full-grown men. Peter Thaveros, Peter T, our memorial champ, will be part of my team. Mark my words.
Sasquatch-like man is what you're talking about.
Yes.
When we get up there, I've got two people for you. Get ready right here. Kota Kariyama and Aaron Martins. All of you out there that do play fantasy fishing, whoever drops shots, pick them.
All right.
I'm on fire.
The Northern Swing. Next time when we see you on the Citgo Bassmaster Tournament Trail from Lake Oneida.
Yeah! Ah!
Bam!
Hey! Yeah, baby!
There we go.
Damn, that's what I'm talking about right there.
This has been a presentation of ESPN, the worldwide leader in sports. For more, log on to Bassmaster.com.